Guys, welcome back. Tonight I've got a little bit of a treat. I'm going to be doing an interview with some of the cast and crew from Tales of the Creeping Death. It is Tales of the Creeping Death. Some of you know that I went to the premiere to watch this. Absolutely loved it. It's one of my favourite films. I cannot wait for it to be out so you guys can see it. But like I say, I was very lucky. I got to interview a few of the cast and crew. So I'm going to put it on now so you can all enjoy. Thank you very much. Oh dear. Right, we'll just get started on it, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, we all know we're here to talk about Tales of the Creeping Death. So I'm going to start with John. Can you tell everybody a little bit about what the film's about?
Okay. Throw me back a bit. Shops. So Tales of Creeping Death it's a horror anthology. Okay, horror stroke sci-fi anthology. So it's 4 short films with a 5th one that binds them all together. It's basically about a chap named Goose, who was a hitman. He was hired by Harold, an elderly eccentric who lives in a big home all alone on his own. And he's hired by Harold to keep him alive until 3 a.m. in the morning, the following morning. With a little explanation as to why this is. So obviously the time's passed by Harold telling these tales that he gets from his books to Goose, and that's the film. That's basically the premise of the film. With the worst explanation ever. he just threw me. It was like straight away shop.
So when
Shop.
how did you get into the mindset of writing it? Did it just come into your head and you thought, "Oh, sod it, I'm going to write all these down and then just get it on the paper"?
Yeah. When I come to write stuff, I tend to just write a load of words down. Just random words, anything I can think of. Candle, lamp, hot dogs. I don't know why I looked up there for hot dogs, but you know what I mean. Just writing random words down. Then I'll just look at the words, and then something eventually just come into my head like a train of thought. You know, lamp, kill a lamp. You know, lamp, anything, and that's pretty much how it comes about. But with Tales of Creeping Death, it was sort of, I come up with one idea. I didn't initially set out to do anthology. You know, it was for a feature, but I was thinking, I think I was going to do a werewolf one initially. That was going to be the main feature. But then it was like, I don't know, just my mind kept doing on different things. I thought I'll probably just better off doing an anthology, put them all together, and see what happens, you know. Because I'd always wanted to do one of them anyway. So
You said it's already been to quite a few film festivals, and you've got an award there already, haven't you?
Yes, I just left it here. I don't know why. Yes, 14 times film festival. Claire's name on there as well. That's pretty sick. You see that? It's made out of solid glass, though, the real glass, those.
Because that's won quite a few awards. But Darren, have we got any news on your nomination?
Oh, Jay, I was hoping you wouldn't bring it up because yes, we have got news, and it wasn't me. So.
Oh no!
Oh, that is annoying.
Yeah. The other guy was crap.
He was. What a tosser!
He was shit.
I don't know who it was, but it was a tosser.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen. If I'm going to lose out to an award, Jay, I'd rather, I'm happy to lose to Sir Ian McCallan. It's you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Is that the first time you've been nominated for anything?
Yes, for anything. now you come to mention it, Jamie. Yes. Acting wise, yes, it is. But you know what? It was ace just to, because I wasn't expecting it. I know the film's getting loads of awards, but just to see me get nominated for one was ace, and I'm not bitter that I didn't win.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, there was better actors in the film, so.
Well, I mean, there's better actors in my house, mate. So I was lucky to be nominated at all.
But how do you like? Because honestly, your part in the film towards the end, I thought was absolutely brilliant. But how do you get into that mindset? Because you played that character very well. How did you adapt to that?
Oh, mate, that is a really tough question. I don't know. It is the honest answer. I just sort of, I know the character sort of going into it, obviously, and then just what happens on the day, tends to make up 90% of what I do with the character and feed off the energy of everybody around me. And he's a social misfit, so I've met a few of them. So you draw a little bit of influence from some of those guys, and the rest of it, mate. Honestly, I don't know. There's no method to what I do. There's no science to it. I just on the day, get into the character and touch wood, it works out for me. And
Just
I think with Shane, it did. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's no method to it, mate, for me.
Yeah. Because also, Claire, you're in it as well. But
I am. Yes.
do you prefer to be behind the camera or in front of the camera?
I prefer to be behind the camera. I mean, yes, I was in it, and as John has said previously, if usually in the film it's because somebody hasn't turned up. So yes, I do prefer to be behind the camera. I feel a lot more in control.
Yeah, because it's you that kind of guides everybody in the right direction, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. I have eyes in the back of your head. I like to know exactly what's going on and who's doing what at any given time. And if I don't know, I'll find somebody who does know. But I just like to know what's going on. I like to be in control. Something about my personality, perhaps, in that.
Because I suppose like everyone else, they can go on set when it's their turn, whereas you and John, you've got to be there constantly, haven't you? You can't really say, it's me done. I've got to. So you two are there all the time, pretty much.
Yeah, we are. I mean, obviously the prep beforehand as well. We are there sort of daft o'clock in the morning before anybody gets there, setting everything up, and we're usually the last ones there as well. Yeah. It's great though. I really enjoy it.
Because like
real sense of achievement.
When we spoke before, because none of you actually watched the film. Well, you will watch the film, but none of you knew what was going on, did you? So like Darren didn't know what Wes and Dino's part was, and vice versa, and like so right. when you watched it in the premiere, that was natural reactions, wasn't it? You didn't know what was coming for any of it.
I ain't got a clue.
Where's your character is Ricky Tomlinson's son? Yeah. How was that working with Ricky? Was that quite daunting, or was you looking forward to it?
Well, it was a bit of both, really. Quite obviously nervous at the start, but Ricky being Ricky, he's such a nice guy, and there was no sort of airs or graces with it. It was sort of very easy just to sort of act with him, and he stole the scene. Do you know what I mean? So you were just on there for the ride, really. It was really quite cool. Really, say he was top bloke, really. So,
is he like?
But yeah, no.
In real life, the way he comes across on camera, because
I think he's such a genuine guy. He was, he was making us all laugh with his stories. He was telling everyone through the, for lunch break and whatnot. And he was just, I don't know. It felt like you knew him for years. It felt like, you buddy down the pub. It was, you could definitely spend some more time with him and really sort of, get a few more stories out of him. It was really good experience.
Because Dino, you're in that same story, but you didn't get to meet him, did you? Or did you?
No. Still gutted about that.
He was too busy getting a wetsuit.
What the planning any clue? Under no circumstances can you meet. Otherwise, the deal's off.
Sorry, what was that?
So I was saying you was probably too busy getting in that wetsuit.
Yeah, it did take a lot of Vaseline, and it did take a while to get in there.
And the wetsuit.
Yeah, the wetsuit.
Yeah, it was a small wetsuit actually.
Well, it looked even smaller on me. I got to be. It looked bigger in the box than it did when I tried to put my legs in it.
I know. Sorry, Dino. I collected it from the shop. He asked me what size. I didn't know.
Extra small, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when you was in that wetsuit, how difficult was that scene just to stand there and try and move in it, because it looked pretty uncomfortable?
Well,
Well,
I'll tell you how difficult it was. I had to look at him.
He took loads of photos. He's lying. It was my first day up there, and that was my first scene I shot.
Oh,
So
right.
it was meeting up with John, meeting up with Wes, meeting up with everyone. So it's a big hello sort of thing and everything, and then getting down and sort of doing your lines, and you sort of it throws you, because obviously in the film not everything's shot in the way you see it.
Yeah.
So that was the first scene we done. So it was it was quite an because you sort of think you wear into sort of putting a wetsuit on or something after a couple of days there, but no, it was the first thing we done. So yeah, it was quite interesting. And there was people walking past as well, which was even more interesting.
You have to stand in the box. Why did you have to stand in the box?
Because it was raining, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we didn't have to stand in the box.
I couldn't put no shoes on, could I?
Was that what it was? Okay.
You want to get his feet wet.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a tart.
I think it's to make him look taller, wasn't it? I can't remember what it was.
No, it's nothing like that. It was
No, it was standing inside.
I'm like 6'4", so you know they needed to. I'm going to make you look taller, Dino. Where's his massive?
No, I'm about 6'4" in circumference, so in that wetsuit, I'll tell you.
So John, how did you get hold of people like Ricky Tomlinson and Michael Sodger and get them involved? Did you just approach them?
Yeah, pretty much. Just digging and seeing, because this has been going on for a long time, trying to get the right kind of people for these roles. Not necessarily Ricky Tomlinson's character, even though that went through different incarnations. Wide sort of varied kind of characters for that, but it's just a case of asking, really. I mean, with Ricky Tomlinson, I asked if a friend of a friend, basically, and then he called me up one day. He said about his character, and that's pretty much how he sounded on the phone. So much so I thought it was a prank call, because he sounded like his character in the Royal Family. And that's how he is. That's how he sounded. So yeah, but he was great. He just said, "Yeah, I'll do it," and he offered all help. He provided all the extras on the day.
Yeah.
He provided the location. So what can you say? And then Michael, I think that was through the agent, and Michael got on board. I spoke to Michael on the phone, and we got on great, and just happens from there. So it's just asking.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm here now.
Hello.
So,
You made it.
Hey, up, Steve.
I resorted to my laptop.
I might as well ask you a question while you're here, Steve.
Well, you can do. Go on then, far away.
But I wanted to ask this last time, but I didn't get to see you last time. Some of the films you're in for John, it doesn't always end very well for you.
No.
Do you reckon there's a deeper meaning towards that, or is it just coincidence?
I think he just wants to get rid of me as quick as possible, but no. No, it's just the roles I get. That's it, really.
Yeah. You've been quite busy as well, haven't you, at the minute? You've got quite a lot going on.
Yeah, I've just been hired as a director for a musical theatre show, which is not until June, but it's 2 to 3 days a week rehearsals. and there's a lot of prep for that. And I've just finished filming my film, so and a few other bits and bobs. But yeah,
busy. Yeah. So like I said, I don't know if I can say what happens to anyone in the film because I don't want to give it away for those who haven't seen it. Yeah, so it's actually really difficult because I've seen it, and I just assume everybody's seen it by now, but they haven't, have they?
No, they should do.
Nobody's seen it really
No.
in the grand scheme of things. So
So on a time scale, how long do you reckon that'd be now until it's out there for everyone to see?
it depends. It all depends on distribution. Keep hitting sort of hiccups regarding distribution. A lot of people want it. It's finding the right one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, at times you get sort of disillusioned by it and you think you just try the easy option. There's easy options to get it out there, but it's not necessarily good for the film or yourself or anybody else involved in the film. So it's just a matter of being patient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Finding the right ones, and we're having talks with a few of them. It's just finding the right sort of what's best for the film.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no rush. It's still in the film festivals because each film festival it goes into, it gets selected for. It's almost like a Michelin star for the film as regards to distribution. You know what I mean? It's it's a sign of quality straight away. You know what I mean? So it just helps to sell the film basically. So it's not doing it any harm by waiting because you get a better
another
deal.
little flower on the front of it, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Another
Yeah,
one of them little flower things.
yeah, laurels.
That's it.
Well, crest.
I've got another flower.
Flower.
So what I'm going to ask, like, for Wes, what is acting something you want to do like full time, or is it just something you enjoy as a hobby?
I don't really know. It's sort of things come up and you just decide to, you say yes or no. I think, I think you can say yes to lots of things and then not really just enjoy them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, it's like when John said, "Oh, I've got an idea. There's you and Dino. You're on a push bike," and I was just like, "Yeah, it sounds funny." So yeah, whatever. Just let me know. And it's it was like that. I think it's like that. I mean, Crispy's Curse. That was obviously working with Dino on that one, and obviously John and everyone. And that it was a right giggle. Because I think that that was my first feature. And it was just great seeing the whole process go together and just meeting a good solid team. So I don't know if John said, "Oh yeah, I've got this one," I'm like, I'd always say yes to John because I know it'd be good. I know he wouldn't put crap out there. So
yeah, Crispy's Curse is.
I trust his judgment. Trust his judgment.
Crispy's is one of my favourite movies, and again, Darren. Every time I see you go down the road on a bike, on your little push bike, honestly, I don't know what it is. You pull up to the house on your little bike and I'm just in stitches. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it.
Yeah.
Do you like
it's
playing
funny.
that sort of character?
I watched it recently and I was just like, I go, that's, there's just things you forget. It just makes you chuckle, like
the best bit
biscuits
for me
eating or
in
just.
Crispies is definitely the fairground ride where Dino and Wes, you're both just spinning and spinning and spinning. You just know what's coming, and I loved it. Absolutely love it.
Wes didn't like that, did you?
No.
Yeah, I've seen that video as well.
No.
Darren, do you enjoy playing that style of character, that funny character rather than a serious character? Because whereas as in There's Something in the Shadows, more towards the end of the film, you kind of switch and you get a bit aggressive, and I thought that was excellent. But do you prefer playing the fun sort of character or the serious kind of mad?
Oh God, that's another cracking question, Jay. I think if I'm honest, I have more fun playing, you know, the Alon Baptistes, the Lawrence Baptistes. I do have a lot of fun playing them, Nigel, as well. But I do enjoy a mix. So, you know, playing Shane, and then obviously, you know, his alter ego sort of later on was cracking to do. So I like a mix, but if I was honest, if push came to shove, I think, yeah, I do prefer, you know, your Alons and your Lawrences, because when you're getting a laugh from the crew, and, you know, the odd time it happens when you make people laugh, you know, that feels quite good. So yeah, I do enjoy playing
More
those
like
guys.
you do
yeah.
every day, then, mate.
Yay! Fuck you, Steve. I preferred you when you couldn't hear you, mate.
I think this is going to be a test, you know, when St. Baptist is out, because when you're showing a film like Tales of Creeping Death, which is generally a sort of horror film, you don't know what people are thinking, you don't know what people's reactions are. They might be either really sort of scared by it, they might be bored to tears, you don't know what they're thinking. But when it's a comedy, it's all or nothing. They're not laughing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's one of them sort of, that's what makes me a bit nervous about when we show that film. Because what, you know, it's subjective, isn't it? You don't know what people are going to think.
Yeah.
I know what you
comedy,
mean.
you know, so yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to seeing it when it comes out. I do think it's going to be quite enjoyable. But it's when I can say, Steve, you're in St. Baptiste's. I haven't seen it all the way at the end. I don't know what happens to you in it, but I'm pretty sure you might do all right in this one.
Maybe.
Unless there's a shock ending, but because you don't just do theatre work as well, don't you, Steve?
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I've done a recent theatre show, but before that, it was 2 or 3 years since I last did one. So it's not a regular thing for me. But
Again,
yeah,
I asked Claire a question earlier. I'm going to ask you the same one. Do you prefer to be in front of the camera or behind it?
oh, definitely in front. Yeah, in front. Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I like doing the producing bits and directing bits, but I do like being in front of the camera. And hopefully, if John writes another one, he can, you know, keep me in it a bit longer than a couple of seconds.
By the sounds of it, John, everyone wants you all to. You've already got to write Tales of the Creeping Death 2. There's Something in the Shadows 2. Crispy's Curse returns. That's another one that's got to be wrote. So you got quite a lot to keep you going.
Yeah, I've always got ideas and stuff. It's knowing what to do next. I really don't know what to do next. Just finishing the comedy. I've got one sort of thing I'm thinking of doing pretty soon, and then a bigger one sort of next year. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Because do any of you else write? I know Steve does, but does anyone else write scripts or anything, or is it just acting?
I'm started writing at the moment, and I'm going on a script writing course on Saturday just to see if I'm doing things. You know, like I've got writer's block and I'm only on the title, so it's a bit. You know, I want to just see how it goes, really. So I'm going to do a course uptown, and it's only likely to lose up some vouchers. So I'll see how I do it. Really. I'm not going to do very well like that, I suppose.
Right, this meeting's going to cut out soon, so rather than trying to reconnect it, I'm going to let you all go, and I'll see when I can go.
Thank you.
Man. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Nice to talk to you, as always.
Yeah,
Quality,
Yeah,
Jamie.
it's nice, Jamie.
Mate,
and I will
good to see
see
everyone.
you all soon, hopefully.
Yes.
See you all guys soon.
See you all later.
All right, cheers,
Ta-da.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
Trot.
Hurrah.
That was the interview. Hope you enjoyed it. There was a lot of technical issues to get this video started. I had problems with the laptop, blah, blah, blah. Loads of shit was going wrong. Didn't think it was going to happen. Eventually, I got the interview done. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.